Okay guys, so today what we're going to do is we're going to create a report on the new SMID Report Generator. So I'm on my fake school here. I'm going to use it to make one of these brand new reports. These are really versatile. You can make them for your governors, you can make them as head teacher reports, you can make them as subject leader reports. You can just be wanting to make them for summary reports that might be given out to staff. It's really easy to use, really bespoke. You can make stuff really specific to your school and what you're looking into. What I'm going to do today, just to give you a really quick, I don't want to spend ages on it, but I'm going to give you a really quick overview of how to make a summary report for governors. Okay, so the first thing to do is when you log in to SMID, you get it down, you scroll down, there's the pupil report, school report bit down here. I click onto that. That then opens up the Pupil Report Generator, which is a great tool, but I'm actually going to be looking at the summary report. So click on the summary report option. That then takes me to this bit. You can see I've already created a couple of reports in there, but I'm going to start with a new one, a completely fresh new one. So I'm going to click New Report. I'm going to give it a title. So let's call it Year 11 Governor Report. And then let's select Year 11. So I'm going to create that, and then it creates the report. I'm going to click on the edit option. So once I'm in here, I'm given like a bit of a blank slate. So this is like a blank canvas where I can create anything that I want to. I can put any information in that might be extra to what the actual report's going to show. But also down the side on the left, I get to pick loads of options, which are like basically sort of mail merge type bits of data that I can pull out of the system. So let's just start with creating the actual report. Let's give it a title. So let's call it Year 11 Governor Report, let's say. Let's put bold on that. Let's make it bold. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Put it in the middle if you want. You can do all that. You don't want to do that. You can put it in the middle. You can do all the stuff you normally can do with sort of a Word document type thing. So once I've done that, I then might say, okay, what are we actually going to focus on for this governor report? So this one might be looking at pupil premium, disadvantaged students. Let's just put pupil premium students summary. Okay, so pupil premium student summary, we'll call it. So this is going to look at how pupil premium students, I'm going to give a few key figures. Like obviously probably do something totally different in your school, but this is just me giving you an example of how this works. So let's just say something pretty, a basic figure. We want to give the Progress 8 score for these students. So let's just make that a bit smaller. Let's just make that like a size 14, let's say. So I want the Progress 8 score for pupil premium students. So what I'm going to do then is go into this headline bit here. I'm going to pick Progress 8. I'm then going to drop down the PP option, and I've got that yes option there, and I'm going to click plus on that. And so what that therefore means is it's going to add into there Progress 8 PP with a Y value. So what this means is when it makes the report, it's going to, let's say I do it in the spring data, I'm going to make the report, it's going to go through, it's going to say, okay, from this data, who are the pupil premium students, what's their average Progress 8 score, and it's going to put that figure in there, okay? If I select some autumn data, I'll do it again. It's not specific to a data capture, you're going to apply that once you've got your report fully created. So let's say I also want the Attainment 8 score, let's just put that in as well. So let's go down again, drop down. As you can see, if I wanted it to be SEN, I've got like K and E as my options. So like you can have any groups that you want in here. I've just got pupil premium, SEN, and EAL. You can do anything that you like. So if I drop down and open up the pupil premium bit, I've got the Y option there again. I'm going to put that in. So I've got my Attainment 8 pupil premium, with a Y after it. So that's now in. Now let's just say we wanted something. These are all headline figures, but let's just say we wanted something really specific, not one of these headline values. Let's say we wanted like a subject. Let's say we're really interested in how they're doing in maths, and specifically, Year 11 MA1, so the set 1 maths. And let's say we want to know how many pupils have got 9 to 5 that are pupil premium. As you can see, I can get really specific here. So I can put that in, just give that a bit of an explanation. So I go 11 MA1, PP 9 to 5. Percentage, that that's some figures that I want to include for whatever reason, quite specific. But it just gives you an idea of how specific you can be. I might want to put the cohort size in. I might want to put, you know, what percentage of achieving target. I have loads of options here of what I can include. And if you go on, you can have a play around with it. You can see all the different options that are available. Now let's just say I want to also include like a chart. So we've got these chart options. So let's just say we're going to look at PTT now. So let's say we're going to look at progress towards target. So I'm going to put a chart in. It's going to give me all of the subjects, their average progress towards target. But I specifically want it for pupil premium students. So I'm going to put that on. I could change the chart. I could make it a bar chart like that. I can make it a scatter chart. I can even have it as a table. But I just want it as a column chart. So that's going to give me the column chart value. It's going to give me the values for each of the subjects, but for the pupil premium students. So just move me out of the way. If I click add to report, that'll then go and put that onto the report. So as you can see, that information is now showing that there in terms of that it's going to be a PTT, so the type of chart it is. It's looking at pupil premium, that kind of thing. Okay, so it tells me all of that information so that I've got that block, and that block will then be changed into a chart when I decide to use it. Okay, so let's just say that I'm happy with that. That's all the information that I needed. Obviously, you can go on and on with this. You can put as much information as you like. But let's just say I'm happy with that. So I'm going to click Save Document. It does save automatically as you go along, but I just sort of do that for safety. Then I'm going to click Exit. That then takes me back out here. And I can see it here, Year 11 Governor Report. Year 11. And I can click Generate. So let's click Generate. Let's give it a title. Let's say it's Year 11 Spring Governor Report. Oh, that's probably right. There we go. And let's select the data capture. So this might be, well, pick the 11 spring one, obviously. So obviously I could pick any of these and it would do the same thing. It would do the same calculations, but come out with the different values. So if I click create, that then makes the report. As you can see, all these numbers that I've put in, they're now, all these fields that I've put in are now being replaced with the actual numbers. It does it instantly in a couple of seconds. And it's generated the chart as well, which is now like a legit chart, is the real figures. So if I click make PDF, that then generates it as a PDF. That'll take a few seconds, depending on how big it is. Downloads it to your system. You can reopen it and look at it as a PDF. Does that make sense? So I've made a really, really easy, obviously it's dead simple, that one. I've just made a very small report, and I might want to put a lot more information in if I was going to do it, to be reused constantly. But I can make that report, save it, we get a new data capture through, we do the summer one, we export it, we use the summer data, we don't move on to September, we do an autumn one, we export it, and it just means that we don't have to keep making that report. The report already exists and is ready to be used. Hoping that really helps. There's loads of features on there. I definitely think it's worth going and having a play with. You'll be able to make all sorts of different reports that are far more useful than what I've just created there when you're doing it. So just please have a go with it. Let me know how you get on. Let me know if there's anything that you're missing or that you want to add, because it would be really interesting finding out about that. Thanks.